It's habitable. Good enough.
I want to discuss about something. That the criminal underworld has changed and has come so far from, you know, the days of drug dealers and drive-by shootings to lesser offensive crimes. Yep, lesser crimes being, you know, a thing. Gone were the days of bank robbery as a general whole. And ever since the criminal underworld has changed, so too has the world. You don't see thugs and gangbangers wearing, you know, do-rags and bandanas these days. Now they're all a bunch of hipsters. Nowadays, the hipster look is a variant of a particular type of gangster these days. I mean, that's kind of like how things have been going in recent years. You know, thugs and gangbangers. There isn't very much to you know.
Ryder.
You probably have work to do. We can chat
I
later.
mean,
You know where to find me.
everybody knows that with the whole world changing from you know, oh, ghetto bound gangbanger gangster thug type of thing.
So this is what you and Ryder do for fun. Explore weird vaults that try to kill you.
We fly into space clouds that try to kill us too. I deserve it.
Yeah, I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda. A lot of people give this game shit. But it's a grossly underrated game. I don't think Mass Effect Andromeda 2 has ever came out. This is the only one. The only spin-off. And, yeah. I want to go off saying that with like ever widening gulfs, I mean, I want to say that the criminal underworld has changed and came so far. I mean, you can be a well-organized gangster and a polite, civilized gangster and still get locked up for petty shit. I mean, you could just be a civilized gangster and still go and get locked up for whatever reason. And I gotta say, things
We're on
have
a collision course
changed.
with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop, now!
Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
I mean, look at how far we've come.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
Well, scan them back.
Where is the one who activated the remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
I'm Ryder, captain of this ship and Pathfinder with the initiative.
You'll come with me.
They've locked navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam,
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
And you know, with the way things have been going,
It will be tight.
Callow?
we all know how this will end
Yes.
up with, like, you know, the criminal underworld being, you know, the way that it is.
Nice work, kid.
Yeah. But who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
I mean, the criminal underworld has changed so much since I was
We're being
growing up.
contacted.
Now hipsters are the new gangsters.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
Listen, sorry to just show up like this, but I swear, we're the galactic good guys.
Efanola. Fahan and Gasadregara. Efanola. They're forcing us to land.
Then we land.
I mean,
Yes. Look at
no
that.
longer are gangbangers, you know, just tagging up and spray painting a bunch of buildings and a bunch of everything like there used to be.
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
If this goes badly, if I get eaten alive, even if it's hilarious, please destroy the vids.
I mean, look at how, you know, the criminal underworld has changed. The landscape of crime has changed so much.
Need me to take my shoes off?
Dagos.
Mason Roa.
I mean, there is a reason that the criminal underworld has changed.
I'm Paran Shai, governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
I mean,
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start.
I mean...
I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
I mean, look at the way the criminal underworld has changed. We're no longer bound in the ghettos.
Explore the city or interact with anyone.
I mean,
Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
I mean...
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
I mean, I've seen, like...
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
This is insane. It belongs in a containment cell.
I mean...
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
I mean...
Not it. And stop staring.
At least it's not the Ket.
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you. You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored. What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
I mean, look at the...
But this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I'm telling you to be strong, through your cunning and heart. Okay?
There's a reason that the criminal underworld has changed when I was a kid. We ever, you know...
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Well, let's just say...
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We're nothing like them. In fact, maybe we can help each other out.
We made that mistake when the Ket arrived. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the Ket kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Volt.
Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want, but when he tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
I hope I don't regret this.
Me too.
I mean, look at the criminal underworld that has changed. I mean, everything that has ever, happened.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
I mean, I look at how it used to be. Where, things have, gone from, mobsters and mafiosos to hipsters these days. Hipsters are today's street thugs.
I'm just saying, as far as First Contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to... just listen up?
Begging. Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Joel has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Joel?
Seriously?
settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
I mean, it is time to, you know, look at it from
One day, about 80 years ago,
yeah, like,
the Archon and the Ket
look at
arrived
the
in Helios.
things from a perspective these days.
They declared war?
The gangs are all hipsters nowadays, and
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder.
Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to 2 of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you will accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jal's told me about these 2 worlds. Havarl and Vol.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Aval is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect Remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Let me weigh the options. I'll let you know.
We'll be ready, whatever you decide.
Jal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
I mean, look at all the ways that the criminal underworld has changed.
Still compiling my first impressions. But even their body language is so emotional.
Aya has so much biodiversity. And we might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
Is it a problem that we're carrying extra mass?
Not mechanically, but something heavy and unexplained. That's not good. Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
All right. I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
I mean, I see a lot of things go from hardcore gangster up to hipsters.
So, Jal.
So,
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
And you're alien to us. So there. We have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had
I
nothing to do with
mean,
you.
Care to
look at the
elaborate?
way the criminal underworld has changed. No longer do we have.
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant.
No longer will we have,
You studied the Remnant too?
like baseball caps, do-rags, and bandanas and tats.
Or she threw me out. One of those.
You know.
We're still very close.
So, things have, you know,
rifle?
changed so much since I was a kid.
It's Ket, with my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something.
I mean, the criminal underworld has
uneasy,
like
raw, but somehow
you know.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
This was good. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. Let's talk more later.
I mean, the criminal underworld has changed and went so far to, you know, be inclusive of all representations or stuff like that, and that's what we're dealing with these days. I mean, look at all the advancements in our daily society. I mean, you can't even go and put it past that we have, you know, changed as a society. Virtually anybody could build up a criminal organization and allow outsiders to become, you know, official full-time members. And allowing, you know, thugs to leave on their own free will. Now that is something that we didn't value back then, was freedom of choice in the criminal underworld. Back in those days. I mean, things have changed so much over the course of time. I mean, things have changed dramatically. I mean, given the fact that we have, you know, gangsters going around, you know, less turf wars like there used to be back in the day. I mean, how did we go from hood rat, like 90s hood rat gangbangers to, you know, something as far as you know, as I'm concerned,
Bridges 4 Engine rooms aft, med bay starboard.
Ah, there you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it.
I mean...
You play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
I mean, I've always been, you know, privy to, you know, the whole kind of,
I did not like the look of that Archon. Maybe the Angara will let me pitch a 10 on Aya for the duration.
Didn't think you were the type to run from trouble.
Well, when you put it that way. All right. Next time, keep him on the line. I might have something to say.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I mean, look at everything that's been changing. I mean, in this day and age, we're having like a COVID crisis going on. And we have, you know, a big, massive health issue that's going on right now. We have a lot of, you know, people that are, you know, well, half of them are recovering from, you know, this coronavirus. And we have, you know, people, a lot of people going around. I mean, come on. We all have this big old crisis going on right now. The COVID shit is hitting people hard. I've got stricken with COVID. Was sick and bedridden. But now all I do is just feel heavy. I mean...
No extra mass in the airlock. Too bad. It'd be easy to get rid of it.
I mean, look at the state that the world is in right now. We can't afford to go and do like a bunch of 90s hood rat gangbanger shit. Cause even thugs don't want to get this virus. Even gangbangers from back in the old days, they don't want to catch this shit too.
That Archon. Arrogant son of a bitch. Maybe that's redundant for a cat.
It's damned lucky there was a path through the Scourge right there.
Yeah, we can't count on ever being that lucky again. So, what else is new?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic protege. I once saw her yank
I
an
mean,
egg
look
gunfight
at
off its
everything
housing.
that's been going
Crushed a
on.
gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
I mean, look at the state that the world is in.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
I mean, we got the criminal underworld being changing, shit changing. I mean, we already know where this whole shit is headed. I mean, we gotta stay safe and, you know, I mean, I've got COVID and I'm doing all I can to stay alive.
Got it. Suvi, that extra mass is behind the storage room bulkhead.
Behind it?
It looks like a construction mech welded right into the hull.
Scanning the parts has activated an audio log.
I think I know what that's about, Ryder. Come up to the bridge.
I mean, I've got hit with COVID. I mean, it's been, you know, hitting me hard. I got sick and I was sick for 3 or 4 days. It's gonna take a few more days for me to get back up and running and
Ryder.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
I mean,
Those parts you found welded in the storage room. I recognize them.
From where?
They belong to the ship's lead designer, Lucille Diawara. She broke her back during construction. But Lucille wouldn't abandon her ship. She converted a construction mech into a rig she could wear. She must have welded it into the hull. Her artist's signature.
Not even a broken back could stop her dream.
Sam, didn't you find an audio log with Lucille's rig? Can you play it?
Sam found my construction gear then. Well done. One of you Pathfinders got the Tempest. Mason Barrow, Zevin Reka, Matriarch Ishara, Alec Ryder. You were the best of us.
She's only saying that because she never met me.
Take care of my ship and each other. Whatever's in Andromeda, you're the Milky Way to them. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
I never thought I'd hear Lucille's voice again.
She really cared about the Pathfinders. Enough to give them her rig. For luck.
Lucille made it a part of the Tempest. Let's keep it that way.
I'll see to it, Ryder.
Thanks. Now let's go make her proud.
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I mean, look at everything that's been going on. I mean, the criminal underworld has changed so much. But now, during this pandemic, we got...
Sometimes I forget how small we are.
Sorry about that, guys. I mean, look at everything that's been going on. I mean, the criminal underworld has changed and things have changed. Things are the same.
Anomaly on sensors. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I mean... I got COVID. I'm trying to keep myself...
Bundle up, people.
I'll stay on my nice warm ship.
Take her down, Callow.
We designated this planet Habitat 6. Original readings suggest that it had a breathable, nitrogen-rich atmosphere and oceans of H2O.
I take it that's no longer the case.
All H2O on Habitat 6, Vold to the Angara, is ice. And those oceans, frozen over completely.
There goes the dream of a seaside property. That's a pretty intense blizzard.
LZ is on the windward side of the mountain. Conditions are bad. I'm tracking gale force squalls.
Whoa!
We're good. We're good.
You sure? Want us to get out and push?
Very funny, Ryder.
Oh, Suvi wasn't kidding about the cold.
Jarl wasn't kidding. There's no way anyone could find anything through all the snow.
Keep going, Ryder. Try not to make any sudden movements. You're probably being watched.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, but I just wanted
Need to
to...
warm up for a bit. This cold is cutting through to the bone.
Almost at the base now. Make sure you talk to Commander Anyik when you arrive.
I understand.
Fuel pumps, fuel lines, hydraulics.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
I love you, Hera.
Environment
Explorer.
check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Trust me.
I hear you have a very impressive vehicle, yes?
We call it the Nomad.
I'm an amateur mechanic myself. Build vehicles for my people. Upload this schematic for your mechanic, with my compliments. They can upgrade your vehicle's shielding once you find the needed components.
He lives for this shit. It will make his day.
My long-lost brother. You can find some of what you need here on Vold. The rest, out and about.
We should be out there looking for Mashal.
Mashal's dead. You saw the explosion.
Yes, Mashal's explosion.
You didn't hear about the human?
No. I hope they dealt with it. Stars above. You were for...
Don't worry. They dealt with me.
Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Shouldn't you be talking to the commander?
I'm not sure which question I should answer first.
How about none of them? I simply wanted to express my surprise that someone was in my way.
The commander said the alien wanted to help, but we need it. The emergency caches, maybe.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Kett attacks are always a risk. Wounded? There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reach it.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. We're strained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
There's no time to waste. I'll help with whatever you need.
Supply crates are stacked by the wall over there. Directions to the caches are with them. Vehicle?
Of course.
Good. Get going.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Maybe we should talk to the requisitions officer.
I mean, there is a lot of people going about this whole thing, changing and shit.
These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
You're the alien Jarl brought. A possible asset, he says. We've allowed you into our base at his request. I am Anyik Dozil. Remember the name, because if you betray us, I will kill you myself. Be assured that what I do to you will make the stars turn their faces and grow dark.
Totally understood. Everyone wants the stars to keep shining, right?
We're in agreement, then. If you wish to prove yourself, be an ally in our fight against the Ket. Despite our best efforts, their growing forces remain a threat to our people. Speak to our lookouts, who watch the valley. They'll know where our need is dire. Go now. I have other things to attend to.
I mean, look at all the crap that's been going on.
Double? Are you? Just do it.
Keep moving.
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Is it just you here?
Volunteer medics are hard to come by, especially ones who can handle Vold.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.